Pablo, you have yet another report here, and evidently Mark Cuban has now tweeted a 323-word response to your five-part Balmer investigation. The tweet begins with, Pablo, you have become a great podcast entertainer, great acting skills, but in terms of getting to the real, not so much. All of what you said is meaningless, in capital letters, if KL2 didn't actually get paid, end quote. We'll get your response to what Mark Cuban says in a second, but why don't you catch people up on your newest reporting here today?
Yeah, shout out to Zaslow Show 2.0, by the way. I love that show. I loved it when it was 1.0, 2.0, even more excited. We're in Aspiration Investigation 5.0 right now. So why are we doing a 5.0? It's because there's been a lot of talk from Steve Ballmer about how he has been defrauded, victimized, humiliated. And I want to take him at face value. I'm going to lead with this part of the story. There's a lot in here, but the part I'm leading with is because how then is it possible that Steve Ballmer, who was victimized, defrauded, humiliated by Joe Sandberg, and by the way, has said via the Clippers that as of the government investigation, he first began to learn that he was defrauded, victimized, humiliated. The government investigation began January 2024 in the public eye, right? So that was Bloomberg's headline about the Clippers, actually. January 2024, it was undeniable that Steve Ballmer would have known about it. Of course, behind the scenes, people at Aspiration, dozens of them had been interviewed by the federal government as early as spring 2023. But Jan 2024, let's use that. October 2024, one of the board members of Aspiration, Ibrahim Al-Husseini, he is arrested and ultimately pleads guilty to wire fraud. Joe Sandberg has been under investigation. There are articles about this in January, in July, Bloomberg. They've been on it. And so the question I raised in this episode is, if all of that is so, why would Steve Ballmer, his charity, the Ballmer Group, why would he invest $1.875 million in a charity founded and chaired by Joe Sandberg in November 2024?